What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you guys are having an amazing week, enjoying your Monday. Unfortunately for Jonathan Majors, two more women have come forward and accused him of physical and emotional abuse. These women are two of his former girlfriends, Emma Duncan and Maura Hooper. They have accused the Creed 3 star of abuse in a new report from the New York Times published on Thursday, following the actor's conviction of assaulting and harassing his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, in December. The New York Times investigation also revealed a history of violent behavior on the set of HBO's Lovecraft Country, in which Majors starred as Atticus Freeman, including contention with female coworkers that led to complaints to the network. A representative for both Duncan and Hooper, who was familiar with the situation but not authorized to speak publicly, confirmed the accuracy of the New York Times report to USA Today. Major's attorney, Priya Chaudhry, described his past relationships with Duncan and Hooper as a love triangle and toxic, but denied allegations of abuse and knowledge of complaints from coworkers on the set of Lovecraft Country in an email statement. Okay, the 4-month Times investigation includes accounts from 20 people who knew or worked with Majors, including some identified anonymously out of fear of career repercussions, as well as statements submitted to the prosecution in Majors' assault trial. Wow. Rolling Stone in June published a similar report detailing allegations of abuse toward former classmates, crew members, and former romantic partners over the course of a decade. Jonathan, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. In the Times report, Duncan accused Majors of throwing her around. He had his hands around her neck, cutting off her oxygen supply, trying to keep it YouTube friendly, and bruising her. Hooper alleged that she endured emotional abuse from Majors. Both dated Majors before his rise to fame and described him as controlling and threatening in their lives, isolating them from their friends and career pursuits. In one of the several instances of violence early on in their relationship, Duncan alleged during a 2016 July trip to New York, the former couple had an argument where Majors threatened to unalive her by cutting off the air supply from her esophagus. She alleged that in that same month, when she visited Majors in Santa Fe, New Mexico, a violent altercation occurred in a hotel room where she began to pack to leave, and Duncan accused Majors of pushing her on the couch, putting his hand around her throat, again, limiting her oxygen supply, telling her he was going to unalive her, then threw her across the room and said, "I'm going to make sure you don't have any children. You can't have any children." That is sadistic. Duncan accuses the actor of picking her up and slamming her body into a mailbox at their Harlem, New York apartment in October 2016, causing bruising, she said. After the incident, as well as others, Majors threatened to unalive himself, she claimed. Hooper claimed that while she was dating Majors, he was controlling about where she could go, who she could speak with, and how she behaved. She alleged the actor did not allow her to speak to anyone about their relationship and threatened to unalive himself at one point when she learned of an affair. Hooper alleged that when she got pregnant a few months into their relationship, that she scheduled an operation to terminate the pregnancy. When Majors took her to the medical clinic, which had a policy that required an escort home after the procedure, he did not come pick her up, she alleged. When she called him, he told her he was going to a rehearsal. Hooper also claimed a year after the couple broke up, when Majors found that she was dating someone that he knew, he called her, and in an argument, he told her that he hoped that she would unalive herself, and that he was going to, quote, rip you out of my heart the way you did the infant at the clinic. I hope I can say that. Majors denied the physical abuse accusations in a statement shared by his attorney to USA Today. He also denied some of the emotional abuse accusations and did not recall the exact details of others. He described the relationships as mutually emotionally volatile, adding that he is choosing to take responsibility for his role in the toxic relationships. Looking back, he is embarrassed by some of his jealous behavior and has been addressing these personal lifelong depression issues with counseling, wrote his lawyer in an email. Additionally, 3 female crew members from the set of Lovecraft Country are said to have submitted a complaint to HBO about Major's behavior on set, including the actor was very argumentative, treated them differently than male colleagues, and that he, at one instance, made a derogatory, racially charged comment about her appearance. Jonathan, wait, hold on, pause. Because I know him out here calling people Coretta Scott King. What could he have possibly said that was racially charged about somebody's appearance? If that's true, that's so out of pocket. In addition to everything else, but I'll get to that after I read this article. In another case, told a crew member that she did not belong on set. His lawyer also provided photos to the Times and USA Today in an effort to prove his relationships with Duncan and one of the Lovecraft Country crew members that they were friendly. Girl. No. Okay. That's the end of the article, and I'll link it so you guys can read it for yourselves. But Jonathan, everybody's not lying. Everybody's not lying. It can't be 20 years of this behavior, documented for over the past decade. 2 more of your past girlfriends have come out. Your crew members on Lovecraft Country. Everyone's not lying. And why haven't we heard from Meghan? I don't think I've even heard her speak since she got with Jonathan Majors. Y'all, somebody go do a wellness check on Meghan Good. Make sure she's good. I'm so serious. Like, I don't understand. I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not saying that I don't believe that people can change and grow and evolve, because I do, right? But it takes work, it takes intentionality, and it takes a level of transparency that I'm not seeing here, right? The fact that your lawyer is sending pictures where you were friendly with people before you start to show your true colors or character. All relationships start out friendly, most, right? But this is cause for concern. I feel like he needs a lot of therapy to unpack these alleged behaviors. Him saying that he was in relationships that were mutually, toxic and all that. There's a power dynamic here, sir. Like, Jonathan, I don't know if he's looked in the mirror. I know he's compared himself to MLK or, Malcolm X, but you have a whole different frame. You trained as a boxer for Creed 3. Okay. And even before that, just you being a man alone, right? There is a power differential that is truly concerning. And some of the stuff that the quotes is regarding, children, those things are just beyond me. Yeah, he needs to really seek some intense counseling and therapy if these things are true, right? But the fact that 2 more women, 2 more past girlfriends, his coworkers, people that went to school with him at Yale University, like, everybody cannot be saying the exact same thing. Is it over 20 people? Over 20 people saying the exact same thing about your character or lack thereof. They're not all lying. That's almost impossible. So With that being said, I hope that Meghan, there's somebody, and I'm being so serious. Um, Whether it's her co-stars, filming with her on Harlem, some of her good girlfriends, whoever it is, lets her see this article or is saying, Meghan, you are a beautiful woman, and this man has a pattern of behavior that is deeply concerning. It's not just one or two or three people. This is over 20 people over this series of time. That is all the red flags. That's a huge cause for concern. Y'all, somebody find out if Meghan Good is good. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And I will talk with you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, aces. Talk to you later. Bye.